Howdy, folks. We are back on, what is this, Chetwood? Something like that. Anyway, very popular 1v1 map. We have Desespera playing as Erebor. He's going to choose the wrong ring, I'm guessing. And we have Havoc as Dol Guldur. So two of my favorite factions in a 1v1 game. Let's hope for a good time. And we've got... presumably forward barracks. Nope, forward 4 farms start for Dol Guldur. And we've got 2 farms. Just 2 farms? Why is this one so close to the fort? I guess that's just where he wanted it. Maybe worried about harass in the back. We've only got 2. There must be a forward mine somewhere. No, I mean, there's his other builder. And rebuild is the first choice for Desespera, so presumably going into deep delving, Moria Reclaimed, and then Thor's Horde. And 2 forward mine shafts, it looks like, coming in. One over here. This builder is getting attacked by wargs. Not a good time. Does not get hit, luckily. And... this builder is hanging out over here somewhere. There you are. Yeah, so it'll blend right in with the trees. I mean, on this map, you don't have a whole lot of ruins to build in, but just funny to... like, maybe the best idea would be rocks, but anyway. You'll still see it on the mini-map anyway. Love the Dunedain camp here. We've got one Guardian, one Phalanx almost here. We've got early Spider Lair, so early Cav for Dol Guldur, which is a good idea. Because Dol Guldur has a slow decay mechanic, so if your units are away from your building or some other mobile source of dark presence, most of your units will take damage over time. And they don't get the buff that they normally get from dark presence, which, as you can see here, is 15% damage and armor, and then the healing that you get. So see, the VFX shows you these units are suffering from slow decay. Spiders do not have that problem. They are fast, and they are anti-cav. They have this terror they get at level 2. And they can decrease cavalry speed, which helps fight against trample. They also have venom sacs to increase their damage. They have a horde bonus. They're fast, and they can harass eco. So, a very good idea to start with them, as Badger is doing. Badger does find this forward mine, forward-ish mine over here by the creep lair. Moving the spiders away can come back and finish that mine off later. Not a bad way to start against Erebor. Known for their slowliness. Somebody correct the grammar in the chat. Feel free. We've got a genuine forward mine over here, and Builder runs into a rear farm and some broken rabble, which seems like a misplay there. I think probably should have gone along the edge here. Very well might lose the Builder, but no, the Guardians are going to come out and support it. So now Havoc, what? Havoc is aware of this mine shaft in the back of his base and is clearly going to send plenty of units to go and fight it. Archer's getting some free hits on these Guardians. They're, of course, fast enough to just be retreated if the Guardians try to kill them. Have we picked up tier 1 yet? Nope. Badger again. Havoc, I've seen so many Badger replays. Havoc has not picked a tier 1 quite yet. Getting a free trample on those Guardians, turning around before you hit the pikes. Well played there. No, bad decision there. They just were on autopilot for a second there, and he paid the price. Lost a full battalion. Another spider group on the way. So that's 400 monies down the drain. So 450 monies down the drain. The problem for Dol Guldur with Spider Start is they're expensive, so you can't really swarm the map with rabble and golers and archers. The Guardian's now level 2. Both of them level 2. On defensive stance, which is the right call. You want them to last a little bit longer. Pikes here. Ooh, he could have gotten a sweet trample on the little bit in the front there, but would have required a perfect micro timing there, and he had no clue it was going to shift like that. The Dol Guldur has not yet lost a farm, so doing a good job defending, but still hasn't taken out this forward tunnel. Has also left this one and it's starting to rebuild. Does not know about this farm, I take it, or this one. So Desespera doing a good job littering the map with farms, also getting a battle wagon, which I'm not sure will be that useful against this. I don't know how oil casks do against spiders. He's got 3 groups of spiders now. They get that horde bonus, I think, with the banner carrier. Or they may already have it. I think they need the banner carrier because one of these is broken. Yeah, one of them. This one's broken a little bit. So battle wagon on the way to just... Oh, these archers. Free trample here, though. Yeah, without the cavalry blocking the trample, this battle wagon is going to have a field day. Trying to clump up to slow down the trample, a good idea, but the oil cast does come in and does fire damage to these very squishy Tier 1 Dol Guldur infantry. So, Havoc a bit on the back foot here. Being swarmed in his own base by Erebor. Battle wagon now level 2, getting some free tramples in here. And attacking this forward farm built way up there for a reason, I guess. And the spider lair now under threat. And getting a nice trample in there on the guardians as they're unprotected on this right side by the pikes. But I think this spider lair is going to go down. 10 points in the bank for Havoc here. Has not picked a Tier 1, oddly enough. Deep Delving now here for Erebor. 2 spell points in the bank. 650 CP for Erebor to 725 for Dol Guldur. I think Havoc is... I'm not sure why he hasn't picked any spellbook stuff. Maybe just kind of having fun here. Runs right into that phalanx right there. And probably going to lose this Ruinous Tower. Only has 1 on the field since he doesn't have the 2 tower bonus on Discounted Shades. Also no Dark Encroachment for Dol Guldur. Let's check on Erebor right quick. We've got 2 Halls of Warriors. We've got a Siege Works. No banners yet, so we don't have a hero squad on the way. And I never checked the rain, actually. What was the rain that was picked? We do have Necromancer on the field, finally, for Dol Guldur, and Crimple, who gets a summon at level 1 that progressively gets better as he levels. And the rain was Ironfoot. No! Oh well. You can't win them all. Necromancer getting demolished here by these Erebor infantry. Forced to retreat. Let's see how Crimple's doing in there. He has that cool Lurtz attack animation where he headbutts you occasionally. Let's try to see. There it is. Do you see that? Very cool stuff. Now forced to retreat, though. One thing I don't get is why Crimple gets extra damage against Thorin. Because Thorin never bore the ring. But it would make sense, flavor-wise at least, or lore-wise, for him to get extra damage against Thrain. Who was the last Dwarven ring bearer. So anyway, minor, actually, that sort of thing, you know. But Erebor now having to recalculate a little bit. I think they've got the infantry to force to destroy this. But what spellbook stuff? Oh, we've got Hysteria coming in. I have very bad luck with this. But maybe we'll see it do some good. Necromancer forced to replenish over here. Cavalry coming in, getting a free trample on these archers in the back. Very nicely done. And the splash damage for Necromancer is going to be big against these Guardians. Or the knockback. I guess knockback and splash, but whatever. And Erebor on the retreat again. But they've got the numbers here. I think they could force the fight to their favor. And this Black Warg is getting a lot of free kills over here. Pike's leaving the rabble undefended, so Battle Wagon's getting some free levels up. Tier 2 coming in. And are these guys even hitting each other? Not really. There's ooh, and the Tier 1, don't follow the lights. I love that ability. Because it's a debuff, and then it's also a glow, like an army stun. It's got a huge radius for 5 seconds. Summon coming in for Crimple. Crimple now level 5, and he gets the upgraded summon at level 3. So Crimple doing a great job. The Necromancer at level 3. Almost impossible to kill him once he hits level 5. And gets the Shapeless Mouse. But Dol Guldur forcing retreat, summoning a Source of Dark Presence and Broken Rabble on the field near Erebor's base. Vault Warden's coming in, though. Good anti-hero unit, but not quick enough to kill Crimple or Necromancer. If you want a hero killer as Erebor, the Wormslayers are your #1 choice there. And did I hear Kargast? Oh, Moria Reclaimed, but misplay to put it there. Moria Reclaimed is not going to do you any good unless you do it near somewhere the opponent cannot retreat from. And I did not realize Gloin also on the field. So let's check on Erebor. What level is that Redoubt? The Redoubt is level 2. So could get some Wormslayers. Built a wall hub in order to save the builder. But this is a mistake. They spent half their timer just walking. And heal coming in from Gloin. Abhor Dread will do nothing against these guys. They're too tanky. So it's kind of funny. This ability does good damage, but you kind of want to wait until the enemy units have low health, so you can turn them all into Risen Dead. Temporarily summoned Risen Dead. So Kargast is also in there. Black Warg Alpha coming in, doing some tramples, but Havoc has lost both of his barracks at this point. So on the back foot against Erebor. Also, Desespera, what are you doing playing the good guys? I thought you mostly play the evil factions. Mr. Mortar over here being turning code against the evil factions. Now on the fort does not have heavy armor. I don't think. Yeah, no heavy armor because of the no VFX, so. And then the speed debuff from Don't Follow the Lights again. Love that ability. I don't think Gloin is going to go down. He's got too much health. And he's got too much protection here, especially with the Vault Wardens providing the armor buff. Such a huge armor buff to all their units. And Erebor going in and hitting that forward farm there. 800 CP for Dol Guldur, 725 for Erebor, 7 points in the bank. We'll have to go with either Thor's Horde or pivot somewhere else in the spellbook. Or could, I guess, get Vow of Vengeance, given that you've got Rebuild and can go to the right side of the spellbook. Which is one of the best terrain spells, in my opinion. Such a good one. And it feeds you so many power points, too, when you use it the first time and catch the opponent off guard. Oof. Look at all these goddamn spiders. Good lord. Not with Venom Sacs, though. 15 points in the bank for Dol Guldur, so probably will use... Oh, I was expecting Darkness, but Wither is the pick. And I wonder if he'll use that on this clump over here. I don't know how Dol Guldur's going to fight this one off. There's a lot of spiders, but not enough... I mean, there's some pikes in there. We'll see, I guess, how they handle this. Wormslayer's now on the field. Ravager's also on the field. So this might be a giant feed here. And look at all those shades from the fort. So the fortress does have heavy armor now. Because when the units die, they also turn into whites. So Dol Guldur is one of the hardest forts to take because of this ability here. And on Dol Guldur's side, they can go with the Bane of the Greenwood, tier 4, or they can pivot elsewhere in the spellbook. But with Wither as the pick for the spellbook, they will be forced to go with that tier 4 if they don't pivot. And yeah, the Hysteria just doing nothing here. Like, occasionally they'll hit each other, but it just... I think you kind of have to give a move attack command for the units to actually start doing this to each other. Whoa, Khazad Uzbadul destroying their friendly pikes. They did like 2 swings and took out almost half the battalion there. That was pretty funny. But still not enough value, I think. And Wither coming in on all this production right here, disabling the structure for 30 seconds. And Rebuild coming in. Will it be enough to save this Redoubt? I don't think so. I mean, he's committed here, and he's got all these Ravagers still. Necromancer providing help on the flank. Vow Vengeance coming in around the building. I'm not sure it'll be enough to... Oh, to get the building! No, what are you doing? It's so close! Come on, you gotta finish it off. The rebuild was used. It's level 2. It's level 3. Come on. Oh, concession! Concession out of nowhere! Interesting. I didn't think he was that far behind, but I guess the Spider Harass was just too good. Anyway, thanks for watching.